Hey guys, here is a quick little follow along video to do at home, a little bit of strength and flexibility, and all you need is one dumbbell. So I always start with some warm-ups. Obviously here I've got some Cossack 2 internal rotations. If the internal rotation's too difficult, just do the Cossack, that's fine. Then we've gone on to some horse stance with some pauses in the bottom, just making sure to keep the knees out and the chest as tall as you can. There's no right or wrong way to hold the dumbbell here. I just prefer it like this here. I did around 5 reps or so of this, 2 rounds of the warm-up in total. And then I've gone on to some shoulder openers. So here we don't want the head on the ground. You want to try to tuck your butt under for some time before letting it arch and trying to get lower. Then I've gone into my strength set, which I chose 4 exercises, and I went through 5 rounds with minimal rest. So first up, we've got goblet squats times 10, straight into some RDLs, which I also did 10 of. Obviously, whatever weight you've got will dictate how many reps you'll be able to do. Then I've gone into some single arm rows. I also did 10 on each side. For the rows, you don't have to lean on your knee like I am, but it's handy if you haven't got any appropriate furniture. And then I went on to some push press. So I did push press because it was a little heavy for me to do just a strict press. Do 5 to 10 depending on what weight you've got and your strength levels. And then I've gone back to a little bit more dynamic flexibility. So here I'm focusing on the hip flexors, so trying to keep the hips low, push the heel back and straighten that back leg. Then I've gone into some back extension just to try to open up that anterior of my body there, because everything else was pretty posterior. And then into some hamstring stretching. So I've done a Zercher Jefferson curl here. And what I'm doing is some little pulses at that end range. So I get as low as I can, and then I think about engaging my hamstrings and my glutes to pull myself back up a bit. When I get down as low as I can, I'm trying to squeeze my quads in order to achieve a little bit more range. Then after this, I went straight into some elephant walk. So I bend both my knees and then just one at a time, I straighten and then come back to both being bent and then straighten the other one. This is a good way just to help achieve a little more range as well. After this, I went down into like a Zercher good morning type thing just to stretch out and strengthen my lower back. So just trying to round and sink down to the ground as much as you can, and then engage your core and your hips in order to try to sit up and bring the dumbbell up to the top of your knees. Enjoy. Let me know how you go.